Everything was so easy during the 2 weeks before my sister died. Her last day was bad, but I don't want to talk about that. Before the very end, we laughed a lot. Korman had no hair, not even eyebrows. She looked like a pale pink Easter egg. And who doesn't like Easter eggs? We played 1,000,000 board games because Korman loved board games. The hospital had Parcheesi, backgammon, sorry, checkers, and a chess set without all the pieces. Mom got really upset about the chess pieces. "My kid is literally dying," she said to the hospice nurse near the last day. "How can you give her a game with missing pieces?" "That definitely seems like a metaphor for something," said Korman, who was a little punchy from all the medication. I moved the jelly bean I was using in place of a pawn on the chessboard. "Just play the game." "Mom isn't wrong about the missing pieces." Korman took my jelly bean with her bishop. "It's the first thing I'm going to talk to God about when I get to heaven." "Who says you're going to heaven?" Korman laughed. "I know I'm going to heaven because I'm only 12 years old. Even if you do really terrible things, you can't go to the bad place if you don't understand the consequences of your actions. And that's impossible before you're an actual teenager." I'm pretty sure Korman could understand the consequences of her actions. I didn't mention that. Instead, I took her bishop with my knight. "But honestly," she continued, "I'd have liked the opportunity to do some terrible things." "Maybe don't mention that when you get to heaven." "God already knows." Korman slid a rook across the board, took my knight, and popped the jelly bean into her mouth. "Checkmate." I never even saw that coming. I reached onto the board and knocked over my king. Korman grinned. "Who's dead now, Oscar?" "It wasn't a fair fight. You're stronger than me in every way." That made us both laugh, because even though I'm just 14, I'm already over 6 feet tall and I weigh more than 220 pounds. Also, I can bench press 260 and I'm probably the fastest kid at West Beacon junior/senior high school, whether I'm wearing football pads or not. "Oscar," Korman said seriously, "I could snap you like a cracker." "I know it," I told my tiny pale Easter egg of a sister. She waved a finger in my face. "Don't you ever forget it." "I'm going to beat you one of these days," I warned her. We both knew that was a lie. Korman died a few days later. She never did any terrible things. I miss her very much. I also miss the days when Mom, Dad, and I simply did anything and everything Korman asked. Every decision was clear. Every choice was obvious. We didn't worry about school or work or football. The hospital let the 3 of us sleep in her room. We hardly even ate. We just stayed together. Now, after a wake, a funeral, the cemetery, and enough tears to fill a backyard swimming pool, Mom, Dad, and I sit alone in our tiny kitchen. The quiet is interrupted when our old refrigerator kicks to life. It hums and shakes when it runs, and a round smiley face magnet falls to the floor. The refrigerator door is covered with get well notes and prayer cards and recipes for all kinds of different smoothies, because smoothies are a very good food choice if you ever have to go through chemotherapy. We've been looking forward to life without smoothies, but not like this. Now what happens? I ask, because I feel like I'm in one of those slow-motion movie scenes that is very quickly returning to full speed, and I am not ready for full speed. "Maybe," says Mom, who looks both overdressed and also weirdly sloppy in a long black funeral dress. "Maybe we try to get back to normal." I know my mother's trying to make me feel better. Dad just closes his eyes and shakes his head. I glance between my parents, who are seated on either side of me. "I'm sorry," I say after a long moment, "but that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard."